Now for multiplying decimals, it's a little different than adding and subtracting decimals. Remember, when we add or subtract decimals, we have to line up the decimal point first. However, for multiplying, we don't need to line up the decimal point. All we have to do is multiply just like we would with integers. So the first thing we want to do is put the longer number, the number with the more digits on the top, and then multiply with the number with less digits. It just makes it easier that way. So in this problem, since 0.15 has 3 digits and 3.4 has only 2 digits, I would put 0.15 on the top, and then I would put 3.4 underneath it. Remember, we do not need to line up the decimal point for multiplying decimals. All we have to do is make sure your digits are all lined up. So now let's multiply our digits, just like integers. You can ignore the decimal point, and if it helps you, you can even, when you copy it, you can erase the decimal point if you want. Just multiply it like a regular integer. So 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. This is 0. Next one, place value. You could put an X or a 0, depending on what you want. 3 times 5 is 15. This is 3, 4, 0. Now add each column up. This is 0, 11, this is 5, 0. So here we have the number, let's put this here just in case. We have 0510. Now where does the decimal point go? Because in 0.15, the decimal point goes right here. 3.4, the decimal point goes here. Our decimal points aren't lined up. Now for multiplying decimals, to figure out where the decimal point goes in our answer, simply count out the number of decimal places we have in our original problem. Here we have 2 decimal places. Here we have 1 decimal place. So therefore, total, there are 3 decimal places. And this is how many decimal places we'll have in our answer. Starting from the right, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 decimal places. So that means our decimal point would go between 0 and 5. So our answer for this problem would be 0.510. Now let's take a look at another one, just from our practice. Here we have negative 0.07 multiplied with 128.4. Now, in this case, we have a negative number multiplied by a positive number. Again, follow the rules for multiplying integers with signs. A negative times a positive would be negative. So we know that in our final answer, it would be a negative number. So we got that taken care of. Now, just like before, try to put the number with more digits on the top. So I would put 128.4 on the top. Then I would put 0.07 underneath. Again, don't line up the decimal point, but you want to put each digit in this column. So now let's multiply. Again, if it helps, you could take away the decimal point. Or you could just leave it there. It doesn't matter. So here we have 28. This is 56, 58. And then place value, 0. That's easy because all of them are 0. And same thing with the next one. You don't even need to do that because you know they're 0. Add each column up. So we would have this number as our answer. But where does the decimal point go? Let's look at our original problem. There's 2 decimal places here, only 1 here. Therefore, just like the other one, we'll have 3 decimal places in our answer. So let's look. 1, 2, 3. That means our answer, our decimal place would be in between 8 and 9. That means our final answer. Remember, a negative times a positive is negative. So that's why we have a negative here already, just in case I forget. So we have negative 8.988. That would be our answer for number 2.